Good morning, Prairie Dogs, and happy Monday morning. That's right, it is still September, so it is still our attendance recognition and awareness month. And so we will continue to bring you more information about attendance, and we do have some award winners that we were going to present today. But first, we want to give a big shout out to all of those staff and families that participated in our Lotteria night last Tuesday. Here's some pictures of the great event of everyone having a great time enjoying some Lotteria together. So you can see our families were there and our staff all enjoying playing Lotteria together. So wanted to say a big thank you to all of our families and our staff that made that possible. And we wanted to give one special shout out, we wanted to give a shout out first to all of our different sponsors for helping with the different awards and prizes that we had during the event. And so everyone had fun. Prizes were won, and we want to shout out one special parent. And so our parent spotlight this week is on Juana Iveth Luna Hernandez. So Pioneer Elementary is deeply grateful to Juana for her wonderful participation in the Parent Engagement Network. She created a beautiful and meaningful display highlighting the richness of Mexican culture, and her hard work and dedication were recognized and celebrated. Thank you, Juana, for sharing your time, talent, and heart with your school community. So we wanted to recognize Miss Juana for her participation and the wonderful display that she had created for the Parent Engagement Network. And now, if we could have everyone please join us in our Pledge of Allegiance that's brought to us by our friends from Miss Wyman's class this week.
Millie, Lauren, Alexa, Elijah. Hats and hoods off, right hand over your heart. Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you to our friends from Miss Wyman's class for leading us in our Pledge of Allegiance this week. And we want to remember that the superpower that we've been working on this month, again, our superpowers each month are brought to us by Miss Mooningham in the pause room. So September's superpower that we've been working on is respect. Now, respect is that power to give others the same treatment you hope to receive from them. It's about being kind, accepting differences, and following the rules that help everyone stay safe. Now, a great example of respect is how two people come together over some enemy pie in the story, Enemy Pie. So if you haven't had a chance to watch Enemy Pie, make sure to check out this month's video about respect, which is Enemy Pie, and what happens when they come together and share some enemy pie. So remember, this story is all about respect, and remember, respect is that power to give others the same treatment you hope to receive from them. It's about being kind, accepting differences, and following the rules that help everyone stay safe, and we can all continue to practice our superpower of respect. So thank you to Miss Mooningham for bringing us our superpowers each month. Now, don't forget, Prairie Dogs, that it's also important that each and every day, we talk about this every day, that we keep our hands, feet, and other objects to ourselves. Again, that's an important part of the peace path so that we remain safe. So remember, you do have options if you become upset. So remember that you can talk it out, you can walk away, you can make a new friend, or you can get help. And make sure that you have that positive attitude with you each and every day so you can pause and be kind, which means that you're present at school, you're always kind, you're working hard, and if you do that, Prairie Dogs, you're going to be successful. So let's make sure that we continue to practice the peace path each and every day, cave footy, and keeping our hands, feet, and other objects to ourselves, and making sure that we're practicing pausing and being kind. Now, it is Monday, and we know Mondays are so marvelous to start another great week here and marvelous week at Pioneer. So we celebrate by wearing that Marvel gear. So we love seeing everybody in their Marvel gear on Mondays. Now, our weekly band schedule follows our typical weekly band schedule. So don't forget those instruments, Prairie Dogs. And we do have Tier 3 interventions continuing this week, so it'll still be on those assigned days if you have it Monday, Tuesday, and or Thursday and Friday. And we'll have Big Smiles back on campus this week again on Monday and Friday. They'll be in room 58. And our cross-country practice schedule for this week. On Monday will be third graders from 2 to 3. On Tuesday, third, fourth, and fifth from 3 to 4. And on Thursday, fourth and fifth from 3 to 4, which will lead us to our first cross-country meet of the year. So make sure if you see those cross-country athletes on campus this week, wish them great luck in their first meet, which will be held this Friday in Planada. And their meet will start at 3. We'll be making the all-call for a release right about 1 o'clock. So good luck to our cross-country athletes as they prepare for their first meet of the season. And we have our Pioneer Student Council meetings going on this week, so make sure you check for your group and you report on your correct day. And we will have a minimum day scheduled for this week, so make sure, families, that you recognize that this week we will have our minimum day schedule. And this Friday will be our big Flagpole Student of the Month, which will be led by Miss Zaragoza's class this week for us. So we are celebrating our Student of the Month this Friday. And this Friday is a special Student of the Month celebration because we'll also have our Spirit Day, which will be dressed like a pirate. And our Student of the Months won't be walking the red carpet that day. They're going to come and walk the plank. So come dressed like a pirate for our Spirit Day on Friday. And the book fair is coming. So next week, we are 1 week away from the book fair. So hopefully everyone is excited. I know I am. I know Miss Smith does an amazing job in all of our book fairs and getting transforming the library into a magical world. So we're excited to see what's coming for our book fair, which will be held next week, and to preview and to look at some other items that are available. You can follow the link, parents, at the very bottom, the t.ly/2pcgh. That will take you to the book fair website. So we're excited for our book fair coming next week. And don't forget to continue earning those certificates. We have some classes that have gotten to their fourth, and we are excited for our first pause celebration, which will be our pumpkin patch. So make sure that you've earned those 4 certificates before we get to our pumpkin patch that is coming up on Friday, October 3rd. That's our school-wide pumpkin patch, and this will be our 3rd annual. We're very excited, and we always have great fun. So our pumpkin patch will be our pause celebration for this first trimester, which is coming up Friday, October 3rd. And that same evening, we will have a family movie night in the quad. So the gates will open at 5:30. There will be concessions on site. Make sure to bring chairs and blankets as we enjoy the movie Frozen in our quad. And that will be on Friday, October 3rd, with those gates opening at 5:30. And come join us for Pioneer's first annual Trunk or Treat. And this event is scheduled for Thursday, October 9th. We're very excited. The trunk setup will begin at 4 on that day, and the event will occur from 5 to 7. This will happen on the blacktop behind the cafeteria. Again, we're excited to open up the campus and celebrate Trunk or Treat together Thursday, October 9th. And you can see there, again, September is Attendance Awareness Month. And so we do have our grade level challenge that is occurring right now. So it looks like 3rd grade is in first place right now with 1 week left, a week and a half left, to go in this month's attendance challenge, with 2nd and 4th grade so close right behind them, followed by 5th, TK, first, and kinder. So we're excited to see how much we can get that attendance up before the end of September to see which grade level was going to win the ice cream party. And we're really excited to now announce our attendance poster winners for our September attendance poster contest. So in 3rd place, and Miss Brenda will be calling you guys up this week to go over your Amazon cart with you. So in 3rd place, our winner is Naomi Rodriguez. She's won our 25 Amazon shopping cart for her attendance poster that is shown there. Great job, Naomi. And in 2nd place, with a $50 Amazon gift card shopping cart, is Chloe Vang. You can see her poster there. And in 1st place, with the $100 Amazon shopping cart, is Mateo Garcia with his poster that you can see there. So congratulations to everybody that participated. Thank you for everyone that participated. There was amazing posters. And so make sure there are going to be other opportunities throughout the year for more attendance challenge winners. So make sure to stay tuned. But thank you to those students that participated in our attendance poster challenge. We're excited to see those posters go up around campus. And let's not forget our cafeteria behavior and expectations students. Remember that when we're in the cafeteria, we need to make sure that we're using our inside voice. Why is it so important that we're using our inside voice? Because if there is a student emergency, the adults need to be able to hear. If we're not using our inside voice, it's going to make it difficult to hear. So prairie dogs, let's make sure we're using our inside voice. We're walking, especially so that we can remain safe, because there's different times where we have to mop different areas. So we want to make sure that no one slips and falls. Remain seated so that you're not up, walking around, increasing the chance of choking. And then make sure to throw away your trash so that our cafeteria stays clean and ready for the next grade. Thank you, Prairie Dogs, for everyone doing their part in meeting our cafeteria behavior and expectations. And for this week, our Did You Know? So our circulatory system, which makes up all of our veins, arteries, and capillaries inside of our bodies, if we were able to put those together and make a straight line, it would be 60,000 miles. There are 60,000 miles worth of veins, arteries, and capillaries inside of our bodies. And if we were able to line that up, that would wrap around the earth 2.5 times. That's pretty interesting. Talk about it this week, Prairie Dogs, with one another and see what you think about 60,000 miles of circulatory system networking, which is veins, arteries, and capillaries, all in your body. That's what we have for our announcements this week, Prairie Dogs. Let's make sure we're making those great choices. We're working hard this week, and let's make sure that we're practicing kindness to everyone. Let's make sure we stay tuned for those birthday announcements this week. And remember, each one of you is great. Just allow yourselves to be, Prairie Dogs. Have a great week.